owner of the clinic of Charenton, I should like to welcome you to this salon. To one of our residents, a vote of thanks is due, Monsieur de Sade, who wrote and has produced this play for your delectation and for our patients' rehabilitation. We ask your kindly indulgence for a cast never on stage before coming to Charenton, but each inmate, I can assure you, will try to pull his weight. We're modern, enlightened, and we don't agree with locking up patients. We prefer therapy through education and especially art, so that our hospital may play its part, faithfully following, according to our lights, the Declaration of Human Rights. I agree with our author, Monsieur de Sade, that his play, set in our modern bathhouse, won't be marred by all these instruments for mental and physical hygiene. Quite on the contrary, they set the scene. For in Monsieur de Sade's play, he has tried to show how Jean-Paul Marat died and how he waited in his bath before Charlotte Corday came knocking at his door.
Distinguished visitors, let us go back to the France of 15 years ago. Recall the greatest shock of modern times, those golden victories, those scarlet crimes. The force which shattered every institution, that global earthquake, the French Revolution. None of us knew a revolutionary more passionate than Marat. But was he the people's friend or freedom's enemy? A writer of books with hope on every page, or the most vicious butcher of his age? Marat the good or bad? The choice is hard. Let us hear Marat debating with de Sade. Two champions wrestling with each other's views. How do we judge the winner? You must choose. Here is Marat, back from the dead. He wears a bandage around his head. His flesh burns. It is yellow as cheese because disfigured by a skin disease. And only water, cooling every limb, prevents his fever from consuming him. To act this weighty role, we chose a lucky paranoic. One of those who've made unprecedented strides since we introduced them to hydrotherapy. This one was with him to the very end. Simon Evra, his dogged lady friend. Here is Charlotte Corday, waiting for her entry. A country girl, her family landed gentry. Unfortunately, the girl who plays the role here has sleeping sickness, also melancholia. Our hope must be for this afflicted soul that she does not forget her role. Her friend is Monsieur Duperret. You'll note his upper-class toupee. This actor's good, though subject to attacks. One of our brightest sexual maniacs. Jailed for taking a radical view of anything you can name. The former priest, Jacques Roux, ally of Marat's revolution. But unfortunately, the censors cut most of his rabble-rousing theme. Our moral guardians found it too extreme. And now, our vocalists, Cucuruco, Polpock, Coco, and on the streets no longer, Rossignol. Now meet this gentleman from high society, who under the lurid star of notoriety came to live with us just 5 years ago. It's to his genius that we owe this show. The former Marquis, Monsieur de Sade, whose books were banned, his essays barred, while he's been prosecuted and reviled, thrown into jail, and for some years exiled. The introduction's over. Now the play of Jean-Paul Marat can get underway. Tonight, the date is the 13th of July, 1808. And on this night, our cast intend showing how 15 years ago, night without end fell on this man, this invalid. And you are going to see him bleed. And see this woman, after careful thought, take up the dagger and cut him short. Homage to Marat!